A very good morning to you from BBC2 in 15 minutes Westminster, but now the BBC Breakfast News.
Very good morning to you from Maastricht on the day the European Community Heads of Government must take the critical decisions of the summit. It's 8 o'clock on Tuesday the 10th of December 1991. A day of hard bargaining lies ahead. By tonight, the 12 should have the final treaty on the future of the community. John Major is isolated on most issues, but Britain is confident that it will get the opt-out clause on the community's new currency. The big battle today is likely to be over social policy. President Mitterrand is leading the campaign for the community to control working hours, but Britain says no.
And good morning from Jill and me in London. This morning's other headlines: the Soviet Union is facing a constitutional crisis and concern is growing in the West. Mr. Gorbachev has condemned the decision by 3 republics to form an independent Commonwealth. He says the people must decide their future, not their leaders. Police marksmen have shot a man who killed his wife and then fired at them in Cheshire. And Kevin Maxwell has got his passport back. A judge says he can travel on business to the United States.
Also in Breakfast News this morning, Amnesty International's verdict on Burma. Political opposition is still being crushed and its leaders detained. One of them, Aung San Suu Kyi, was to have collected her Nobel Peace Prize today. We have a special report from Burma. And accused of rape, William Kennedy Smith will tell his story today.
Well, yesterday was the day for setting out positions. Today is the day of reckoning, when the political judgments must be made. Judgments which will determine whether there is a treaty at the end of this summit and what form European Union will take. John Major left the conference hotel a few moments ago. He said he'd had good talks with the other leaders last night, but he said that there were still hurdles left. Here's where the 12 stand at the end of yesterday's session. The community will have a single currency by 1999 at the latest, but this morning it seems that Britain has won the individual right to opt out. It thought that a draft protocol has been finalised during the night. Britain has also won the battle to have the word federal removed from the treaty. Ever closer union is thought to be the preferred phrase. But today there are several sticking points which could wreck everything else. For Britain, the most important is social policy. Mr. Major has made it clear that he will not accept community interference on working conditions. And there's still no agreement on common foreign and defence policies, and Britain has very substantial reservations on both of those. There are still very steep stairs to climb. That's how one official put it last night. But John Major has told them that if they roll up their sleeves and get down to business, significant success can be theirs. Our correspondent, James Robbins, sets the scene now for day 2 of the Maastricht summit.
John Major continued the hard bargaining late into the night, sharing a working dinner with other community leaders. After a difficult day of negotiation, all the leaders know that today is the crunch, the time when they're meant to agree the first tentative steps on the road to European Union. The Irish Prime Minister...
Loosen up your tie, watch the world sweep by. Run.